Well, last night we got the world premiere of Spider-Man No Way Home, and with that, the fan reactions have been off the chart. Fans have wondered for quite a long time what the future of Tom Holland in the MCU actually looks like, and with all the conflicting reports, we really need a solid source. So how about Sony CEO Tom Rothman? Let's take a couple minutes to talk about what Tom Rothman had to say last night at the No Way Home premiere, how it impacts the future of the MCU, and what might really be going on with everything Tom Holland and Amy Pascal have had to say. But before we swing into this, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell for all the updates. Also, the huge giveaway. We got a PlayStation 5 to give away at 25,000 subscribers. All you need to do to get in on our giveaway is be a subscriber and leave us a comment. Also, while you're at it, make sure you check out that free week of Skillshare down below. It's a spectacular way for you to develop all of your superhero skills for that never-ending war on crime, all while not diving too deep into your pockets. Plus, it really does help the channel, so we really appreciate it. Well, everywhere you look, people are talking about Spider-Man No Way Home, and trying to avoid spoilers until they get to see the film. Now, one of the biggest questions surrounding the film really is the future of Peter Parker in the MCU. Now, if you guys remember, a couple of years ago, Sony and Marvel separated ways, and then they had a reunion thanks to Tom Holland's tears. Many fans have wondered what the future of the Wallcrawler will look like inside Marvel Studios. And although recently Amy Pascal appeared to confirm a new trilogy, there seems to be a lot of misinformation. Now, during the press tour, Tom Holland actually clarified that there's actually no official deal for him to appear in another MCU installment, also seeming to contradict Amy Pascal. So the team over at comicbook.com got the chance to talk to Sony CEO Tom Rothman. There literally is no higher authority at Sony than Mr. Rothman, and what he had to say was pretty interesting. During an interview, he said, "It's reciprocal. So we lend one, and they lend one, and that's how Benedict is in this movie. So we have one more lend back that's committed. But the thing I can say is the two companies have a terrific working relationship, and I think it's a mutual hope that that will continue. But there really isn't anything definitive at the moment, because the truth of the matter is, we gotta ride No Way Home and see what happens." Now, there's no contractual thing called a lend back. Basically, Marvel has an option to use Spider-Man in one more film, and beyond that, Marvel is not obligated to use him, but I would be shocked if they didn't. Now, this seems to fly in the face of some other things that we've heard from Amy Pascal. And although she is not the big cheese at Sony, I did want to point out a couple of years ago, she actually leaked that all of these multiverses were going to get combined and cross over, and that is exactly what's happening now. This is that interview with the famous Kevin Feige looking totally confused face, and it turned out she was actually telling the truth. She even mentioned in an interview during the premiere that she was trying not to get in trouble again, so why would you get in trouble if you didn't say something that was true? Now, the big thing from Rothman's comments, though, is the good working relationship with Marvel Studios. If you know Rothman's history, this is a pretty amazing turnaround. He was not a pro-superhero movie kind of guy several years ago, and the fact that he's enjoying this relationship with Marvel now is great news for us fans. Quite honestly, they're all about making money, and this Spider-Man movie, as well as the previous two they did with Marvel, all made great returns for Sony. As a matter of fact, I believe Far From Home was the biggest grossing Sony movie ever. Well, probably until No Way Home comes out, because it appears it's going to crush it. So the big question that comes out of all of this is that lend back, though, and where Tom Holland might appear next in the MCU. There's a lot of group projects coming up, and the deal doesn't specify which one he will appear in, but let's be real. The director of this trilogy, Jon Watts, is working on the Fantastic Four, and Peter Parker, classically in the comics, is Johnny Storm's best friend. This, to me, is the most logical place he could appear next, and I believe Fantastic Four is set for a 2023 release, so that's probably going to be the next time we see Tom Holland. Now, I expect some more news on the future of Spider-Man in or out of the MCU in the not-so-distant future. This movie will be clear of the box office in a couple of months, and that's probably when whatever plans are going to go into place will be revealed to fans. Obviously, once we get more details about this, we're going to bring it to you right away. But I really want to know what you guys think. Do you think there's any chance Tom Holland doesn't return to the MCU as Spider-Man? And that next lend back, where do you expect Spidey to appear for that obligation? Sound off in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you press like, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you're not going to get any updates. Peace.